my name is Chana Chef and welcome to the Kosher Aliyah Cooking Network. Today I'm here with my friend Yael Frydman.
Hi.
Yael lives in Matityahu. She's been here for how many years?
20 years.
Like 20 years?
Almost 16, yeah.
And where did you come from originally?
From Baltimore.
So she kind of grew up in Israel, I would say, for their teenage years ago. But she's only 25 now, so it's about 10 years she's been there. And she made for me, a few years ago, we used to work together, and she made for me, surprised me by bringing me this cheesecake. But it wasn't really cheesecake, it was like a chocolate, it was like a creamy, moussey, delicious cheesecake. And it was really, really good. And I wanted to share it with you. She's going to give us her little insight and her secrets and how she makes it taste so great. And I hope you enjoy it and you make it part of your shavuos, part of your craving menu, whatever it is. It's really, really great. So I hope you enjoy it.
Here we have the ingredients for the cheesecake. All very simple, basic ingredients from any supermarket in Israel. I'll start with the crust. The crust is 1 stick of butter. How many grams is this?
And in Hebrew that's chemah.
Yeah, chemah is 100 grams. Okay, 100 grams of plain chemah butter, and 300 grams of biscuits made into crumbs. This is, it says 300 grams, Puree Biskוויט. If you can't find these in your local supermarket, sometimes these are a little bit harder to find. It's Hadar brand, I don't know. You can take about 30-35 regular unsalted biscuits, put them through your food processor on the S-shaped blade until you have crumbs. That's all, very simple, okay? So we'll do that shortly. That's the crust. Okay, the filling. This is shemenet מתוקה, sweet cream, I guess you would say, or heavy cream. It was in the old country. 32% fat. This is a real deal. It whips up nicely. It says shemenet מתוקה להקצפה. It's made for whipping. And you want a 32% shuman one.
Usually the ones that are sweet have like fruit on it, not the vegetable ones, because there's shemenet also.
There's shemenet chamutza, or just plain shemenet, which is sour cream. That's not what you want. Okay? G'vina Levana is white cheese. I don't recall eating white cheese in America. I don't know. 500 grams, 5%. That's what we want for this recipe. It also comes in 250 gram containers, so I guess you could use 2 of those instead. And it's, I guess, similar to cream cheese. I'm not really sure. It's definitely thinner. I think a little bit less sweet. Again, a very typical Israeli staple. Osem vanilla pudding mix. Doesn't get more basic than that. You don't need the big box. You can buy a packet. It's about a half a packet. You know, in the little boxes.
How much of that are we going to be using of the pudding from the big package?
About 3 soup spoons.
Okay.
Full.
Right.
Probably about half a package.
Okay.
I think a half a package is 6 tablespoons. And this is plain white sugar. I'm a little bit low, but that's all plain white sugar and plain simple milk. Tanuva, badat, 1%. You could use 3%, you could use 1%. We use about a half a cup of it. It's even authentic in the bag. How Israeli can get. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I'm going to start with the crust. Okay, take a typical saucepan or small pot and put the butter in to melt. Okay, in the meantime, I've got a plastic bowl here. I'm just going to empty the crumbs into the bowl.
And this is a new product. They didn't always have these crumbs. This is new. After the past 2 years or so.
I think so. Sometimes I see them, sometimes they're harder to find. When I see them, I kind of grab them because they're good to have. And it's melted. Melted, okay. And then it doesn't get easier than this. Pour it into the crumbs. Scrape out whatever might stick to the pot.
I can eat just the crust the whole time. That's the best part.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. There's nothing like real butter.
Just don't make this cheesecake when you're hungry. I'm just warning everybody, because you eat the whole batter and the whole crust before it gets to the
good
plate.
Stuff. It's a serious bowl of G'vina. Okay, and you see how I'm just folding it in until the crumbs kind of stick together. And we said if you can't get the crumbs, just run 30 to 35 biscuits through your machine. There's no exact science. If it's a little bit more, a little bit less, it's not going to affect the outcome. And that's it. This is going to be both our base and our topping on the cheesecake. The cheese layer is kind of sandwiched in between 2 layers of the crumbs. Okay? This is the shemenet. I'm pouring it into a plastic bowl.
Every ounce is important.
Well, sometimes the thick part sticks to the box,
Huh.
but okay, I got it. Okay, and we're gonna beat it up just like you would any Rich's Whip or any type of cream. We're gonna whip it up until it's thick.
Until it's thick?
Until it's thick, yeah. I'm gonna start, and we'll show you what it looks like when it's thick.
Okay.
Just like you would with a Rich's Whip or egg whites, you wanna start on the highest speed and keep it going until it's thick. Okay, so here we go. And here it is, whipped up. Thick. I'm gonna add the other filling ingredients. I'm starting with the G'vina Levana. The order really doesn't matter. Okay. As you can see, it's a white cheese. Not quite as thick as cream cheese. Maybe a little bit saltier. It's definitely used in Israel as a spread on sandwiches or with vegetables. I'm gonna add plain milk. This is easier for me. I don't have milk measuring cups. So I fill my plastic cup till about there.
That's a regular 7-ounce cup? About a 7 ounce?
This is a regular, yeah, 180 cc.
180 cc, okay.
Okay, yeah, about 3/4 of the way.
Can you tell Yael's made this a bunch of times?
That's the greatness of the recipe. It's totally flexible. Put a little more, you like it a little sweeter, a little less sweet. Really doesn't matter. Anything goes.
It fills the craving for cheesecake.
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay, sugar. Also, I'm back to my trusted soup spoon. A little low here. 3 or 4 spoons of sugar. Sprinkle it in. Just like that. And same with the vanilla pudding mix.
Have you ever done it with chocolate pudding?
Nope, never have.
Can you try it? Can you do it? You think it would work?
Might.
Whoever wants to try it, you're more than welcome to try it. Let us know how it comes out. Try it with chocolate pudding instead of the vanilla pudding.
And also about 3 tablespoons. Okay. And that's everything. Now we're just going to beat it up a little bit, this time on a low speed, just to combine the ingredients. We don't want to do it too high. We want to keep it full. That works better plugged in usually. And here it is, combined, smooth, and ready.
That's the whole thing?
That's the filling.
It's incredible, right?
Okay, now we're going to combine it. We've got 2 bowls. We've got our crumbs and we've got our filling.
I think we forgot to mention the most important part of this cheesecake is that it's no bake.
No bake.
It's a no bake cheesecake. That's the most important part. Sorry.
This part. Okay, there's a couple options for how you want to compile it. If I'm making it for my family, I take out a typical Pyrex type all-in-one pan. I like to use the size a little bit smaller than a 9x13 because it gives the cake height, but it does come out great in a 9x13. And I make it in one pan and just serve it out with a spoon. You can do it individual and individual cups. Also, because it's no bake, you could just do pretty plastic cups and do them individual, which is nice if you want to be fancy, which I never am. Today I'm going to make it in 2 chad pami pans. It's these regular plastic foldables. What I like about these, first of all, is that you can split the recipe in half and get 2 of them, which is great if I have a neighbor that just moved in and I want to send one and still keep some for my family. I do recommend if you make this cake for a neighbor or a friend, that you also make one for your family, because your kids are going to see it in the fridge, your husband's going to see it, and they will be quite disappointed if it's not for them. And I also want to show you how pretty it looks, which you can see better in the clear pan. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start by taking roughly half the crumbs, and again, there's no science, there's no measurements. If you take a little more, a little less, nothing happens. So I'm going to put, let's say, a 1/4 in here and a 1/4 in here, and save the rest for the top. I'm using my wooden spoon, flattening it down, add it in. You just want to make sure there's no holes, but it does not have to be even.
And because it's no bake, you don't need to line it with anything. You don't have to put any non-stick spray on the bottom, nothing. It just kind of spoons out with whatever you're making.
Nothing. You could do it in a chad pami. That still looks nice.
Chad pami is disposable.
Disposable. Sorry.
Did the same.
Okay. Okay. Now we're going to put in the filling. Yeah. we go.
Oh my. It's like a pregnant woman's dream.
Not it here. Did I do more than that? I think I did.
How long can this stay in the fridge for?
You know what? It really doesn't last long. In other words, it probably won't spoil, but it's so good that it tends to disappear. I've had it left over from Shabbos in the fridge. Say if I made it Thursday or Friday, it's still good Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday, really?
So I would say at least 5 days.
So if you have Shavuos and you basically need it for desserts, then you can make it in advance and...
Shavuos, for sure. For sure. Yeah, you can't make it on Yom Tov because of the mixer.
Right.
Okay, and that's it. We pour it in. Again, spread it corner to corner. It does not have to be perfectly even. Okay, here we go. And step 3. I want to be able to get it corner to corner, and I don't want to mess up the cheese, so I'm going to sprinkle it with a spoon.
Is it possible to put fruit as a layer in there as well? Like, blueberry, like, the...
I don't see why not.
Mm-hmm.
And we're done.
Looks great.
And we're done. Close
Yay. Okay.
it up. Last thing, it takes about 10 minutes in the fridge to chill and to set before the consistency is that perfect creamy consistency that we're looking for. So put it in the fridge for about 10-15 minutes before you serve, not longer. Okay, enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Yael.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Bon appetit.
And if anybody has a cheesecake recipe that they've learned how to perfect here, please let us celebrate your culinary accomplishment and send it to this channel. Just look below at the Show More tab. We'll explain to you how to send your video to me via WeTransfer. And we'll make it a great network, a great resource for everyone to come and visit and learn how to walk into the supermarket, not be overwhelmed, and make your kitchen with the homemade flavors you're used to. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe. Please make sure to like it and let us know what you think. Bye.